All right, what's good, y'all? Back again. Trade ideas 11/9/22. Let's get into it. All right, we're looking at the weekly here. Sheesh. Oh man, this looks extremely bearish, man. Man, this looks extremely bearish. You hate to see it. I know I do. I know I do. On the weekly, man, it just does not look delicious. It doesn't, man. It looks trying to find something that's gonna make me think that it's not just bearish all the way down to 7,968 points or 8,000 points, right? That's what we want to see, but I mean, we're under the 200, been going up forever. Doesn't look like we have any really good levels of demand besides all the way down to the pits of Tartarus. The pits of Tartarus. This is where I would insert some particular clip, right? So we'll just continue to look. So on the daily, we've just been moving sideways, move on. Yeah, I guess maybe you could say this is some stop. You could say maybe this is a stop, maybe this is a stop, but all of these are stops, right? I mean, you could make the argument for all of them. So which one actually makes sense? Let's go to 12 hour. Whoops. 12 hour. I mean, you could say all of them make sense, but this one makes the most sense. So then we probably are just looking shorts unless we see definitive movement to the upside up here, right? Unless we see like a nice break, right? And we see this start to come down. All right, we'll maybe see this start to, oh, I can't draw. It makes me click on the indicator. Something like, maybe. And if price breaks up like this, right, comes above it, and then moves around, then potentially comes up, something like that, right? I'd love to see that. I would love to see that happen. So there we go. We just drew our mind on the chart right there. That's what we want to see, right? So as they say, law of attraction, seeing is believing. Or anything that you can conceive and believe you can achieve. There we go. There we go, y'all. See? Facts. Hashtag all facts. So we see price move up, move down, started to come back up again. And so what we want to see, I mean, it wicked it. We didn't see a nice body break. So maybe we could see that spot liquidated at the bottom again, or we could see something like that. We're going into winter. I mean, let's go ahead and do something that I don't typically do, but why not do it, right? Let's look at historical trends. What does it typically do going into winter? That was 2020. This is 21. It moves sideways, and then definitive move. No, not even a definitive move at the beginning of the year, right? Maybe actually. So let's go ahead and go like this. And let's go this same time last year. Let's go to it. All right, cool. So this was the candle last year at the same time. Look at that. Look how much we've came down since last November 9th, year over year. Man, that's crazy. And we were seeing up movement from October, beginning of October, to essentially now. So let's go ahead and do another. All right, so now we have October 4th to November 9th. Let's see what's going on here. see October 4th. So we've been moving sideways. So there's really no past indication of this pretty much. So let's check out 2020, what that looks like. All right. Looks like yet again we were going up to the moon, to the moon. And we'll go to October 4th. All right, we're gonna go 10-4, right? 10-4. And we'll go ahead and put our flag in the sand here. And at that point, we moved up a bit, came down, and started moving back up. So I mean, look, really, there's no correlation year over year. I mean, you could say year over year, we started here and we actually gained 14%, or around 14%. And we started here and gained about 10%. So then we say, okay, well, this is the same place, right? So what would 10% look like here? Even if we are seeing some down movement, we'd want to see something like that if we were kind of to continue on the trend in the actual winter time, right? We actually do see a gain, and that's what we'd want to see, right? Ideally, we saw a 14% increase here, right? Because overall it's going up. It went down for a brief period of time, right, towards the end of October, but it started rebounding at the beginning of November to continue up. Do we see the same thing here? I mean, we're still at the start of, pretty much the start of November. And do we see it continue to rebound? So we were down here. We were down October 30th. Right here, 1st, 4th, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 7th. I mean, technically we are kind of still going up, but I mean, ooh, hard sell. I'd say hard sell. So let's go ahead and remove all these lines. Very hard sell. So, sorry about that. So let's go down into the, let's go 6 hour. Got the 6 hour. So we see price again. We've been tracking this for quite some time now. We come up, we have a wick break. We don't really have anything significant. We bounce off this 200 MA, go down. I mean, ultimately, if we're saying up move, breakdown, right? So this is the last up move. We didn't really have it close here. So I guess technically we could still be in some bearish price action here to come and run these lows here. I mean, I wanted to be bullish. I wanted to be just as bullish as everyone else, right? But in my mind, if we wicked up, we didn't have a nice body close here. Just a nice little absorption. I think we're still coming down a bit. So let's go to the 3 hour. We come down. Where'd it come from? Somewhere in here. So maybe this last wick up. We're looking for trades. Let's go to the 1 hour. Look up. Possibly still see it come a little bit further up into the zone. And we'll go ahead and put a alert here. Let's go ahead and open up our notepad. And we'll go ahead and get our alert copy possibly because I haven't committed this to memory yet. Unfortunately for me, huh? There we go. Make that a supply zone. Let's go ahead and move down to 30-minute. Yeah, it's just a large wick up. So yeah. I mean, we've been. I tried to tell a whole different story, right? But we were trading in this yesterday, so we did see it break below here in the short term. So realistically, maybe on a lower time frame, we see it come up to here, max, right? So then we could technically invalidate that, put that here, because we're already seeing it want to come down. Now, maybe we do want to come up further and liquidate this high again to come up here. So I think we have some time. I think we'll go ahead and leave this up here. I think we can come up and liquidate these highs before ultimately going lower. So, and we have this 200. Slightly we're bouncing off of it. So I think we could look for some short-term buys to go up. I think that's definitely possible. Although, ooh, man. I don't know. This one's tough. This one's really tough because I want to respect this. I want to say, hey, well, it's 200. We got it below us, so we've just came down oh so drastically. We haven't quite come into the zone to mitigate all of this yet, so we still have some potential to go a bit higher, right? But at the same time, we're already in bearish momentum. Sorry about that nose thing there, y'all. I don't know why. I think the weather change is getting to me. So we still have room to come into some bearish momentum. I think, yeah, we refined it up on that 15-minute zone higher, but I think ultimately, yeah, let's look for a trade here. We'll look for it to come into here, and we'll look for a short off of that zone. So we'll let that sit there, see if our alert gets hit, and go from there. So now let's go to the euro and check that out real quick. So 12 minutes into this video, let's go ahead and so we came up very, very rapidly. I think there's a lot of room to move down, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's go ahead and check this out right here. We got price. So I think we have a formidable zone here, right? Come and fill here. Come down, mitigate this zone to go higher. I think we're being a bit more optimistic about the euro these days. So still have some room to fill. Boom, breakdown. Wake up. Still in this large range here. Yeah, even when you zoom in, I'm looking up here where you see where the line here, the cursor, up here in this area. So right here, just a wick up. So really, we're in this large move up. I think we can come down here and mitigate this zone before ultimately going higher. So I'm going to go ahead and put a demand here. There we go. Hit that create button. Great. So that's pretty much all we're going to look at. We're going to look at the euro and the NASDAQ, and that's pretty much it today. Let's go ahead and do some bonus muscle memory here. Let's go and look at favorite Apple real quick. Apple, let's go ahead and erase this and come up with another bias here. Let's go to the 1 week. All right. I mean, breakdown, come up, mitigate this zone. Yeah, we can still run. We're still bearish. For sure, still bearish. What is this? What is that line? I don't know what that line was. There's a line coming straight through it. I don't know. Yeah, I think you saw here, I mean, up, maybe mitigate in this area. Maybe. I mean, we don't just continue to go all the way up like a hockey stick all the time, right? So where else would be the next zone that we're looking for mitigation at? Probably somewhere down in here. We came close, but we didn't quite get the mitigation there. Break up, where'd it come from? Somewhere in here. Break up. Where did this move come from? Probably somewhere in here. Looks like it mitigated the open there. Probably somewhere in here. If I was a betting man looking at the weekly, which is a very high time frame, super high time frame, do we see the price of Apple come all the way down to, what are these two price ranges? $126, $126. Do we see that? I mean, that is approximately $13 discount. But I think we can still run this low right here. I think we can run it. Let's go to the 2-day. R2D4. So yeah, ultimately it's looking like it's bearish, starting to break down. I think, yeah, we can come down here lower, run this, and then mitigate this zone here to go higher. Yeah, great. Let's go to the coveted, my favorite pair here. Pretty far off. We're coming into a holiday season, so, you know, maybe we'll get some nice earnings. Let's check here, earnings, revenue, period. Estimate 0.26. This is February. Surprise. All right, so anyways, that's just a little bonus. Go ahead and take some extra overtime, look at something else, since we already drew our biases up here on the NASDAQ and the Euro. So anyways, y'all, appreciate you watching me. Go ahead and hit the comment, hit the like, and subscribe. And continue to follow me on this journey, becoming consistently profitable. You all have a wonderful day. Bye. Or peace. Bye. Bye. Peace out, y'all.